Hello YouTube friends, I am doing a greenhouse and garden update. This is from Mother's Day 2026, and I thought I would start out the video by showcasing some things I received for Mother's Day, like this beautiful bouquet of flowers from my husband. He also got me some more gardening tools. Some of my things were either too small or getting quite old or just weren't working very well anymore. Take a look at this. This is such a cute teacup planter. It's got a drainage hole. It's got a collection cup built into the bottom for water to drain. Very cute. Looking forward to using that. And then he got me an English garden mix of seeds in these garden blankets. I don't remember if I've used anything like this before or not. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but I'll definitely try it out. And then he got me some new tools, which I do use to trim up my mini or dwarf date palm trees, my powder puff trees, my jasmine plants. So these are a welcome addition. Like I said, many of my tools are very old, they're rusted, they're not working very well. This looks like it could be used to break up some soil that's compressed, some heavy duty hand shovel and rake. Looks like a hand debris rake as well. So that is a really nice addition to all of my things. And I got these very beautiful flowers from my stepdaughter, and as I suspected, it is a hydrangea bush, so we'll get that planted today too. So even though this video is shorter, it was a full day of planting and I was quite tired by the end. You can see everything I have in the greenhouse that will be coming out and either being set in front of the pond or being planted in a pot or directly into the ground in a flower bed. So let's get to work. I did want to show that I have my heater here. It didn't go on that much the last few weeks, and there's the thermostat. Those are going to get unplugged because when I'm finished, the greenhouse is going to be completely empty. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start moving things out. That's my pink powder puff tree. And then this is one of my jasmines here. I think that's my Grand Duke. And there's my red powder puff tree. I can't wait to showcase these when they all start blooming. And they're all going in front of the pond. I'm going to leave them in their pots, and they do come in every winter, back in the greenhouse for a bit and then into the house. And here I am coming out with the final jasmine plants. I have a traditional sambuc jasmine and a double fold. And here are my seedlings of dwarf date palms. And I'm coming out with a larger dwarf date palm. I just love palm trees. Nothing says summer to me more than having palm trees all around me. I'll be excited when the seedlings get big enough to put in their own pots. And here is the greenhouse empty, and it makes me so sad. There's such a great feeling being inside the greenhouse when all of the plants and trees are inside there. But at the end of all the planting, I'm going to be getting my chimes out, which I absolutely love. So here's my husband working near the pond. He's distributing some marigold flowers in the shallow part of the pond, or the shelf of the pond. And those are helpful for keeping mosquitoes away, so we don't get a lot of buildup of those rafts that mosquitoes can produce. And he also bought some petunias to fill some of the flower holders that he has built himself. So we see that there. And he also put some petunias down here too. And he also built this flower holder or flower bed, raised flower bed. It's in front of the house. And he rebuilt this larger flower bed and put some petunias in there. But he did leave me space, and I ended up putting some daisies in there that I grew from seeds. And I thought I would show off the pond a little bit. Now that things are starting to grow, you can see the fish. Those are actually just goldfish not koi. And my husband's calibrating the waterfall. Looks very nice. And here is another view of the pond with my plants and trees in front of it. My husband's working in the background. There is my dwarf date palm and the contrast of the pond. Wow, it just makes me feel so good to see all of this. I really enjoy it when I'm sitting in the swing in front of the pond and watching and looking at all of this. All right, I am getting that mat of seeds for the English garden set up. Just rolling it out, one on each side of the back fence of our backyard. Again, I'm curious how this is actually going to work, if any flowers will grow from it. This is what it looks like laid out, and I'm going to get a little bit of a closer look here. You can see the seeds are embedded inside there. So I'm assuming once you get it laid out and water it, the seeds will become activated. So I am watering it now right away because it's a little bit windy on this day, and the moisture will help hold it in place until I can give the flower bed a thorough watering. Here are the beginnings of our moonflowers. They come back every year, and here is a trellis that my husband built from wood. He has a couple of them laid out along the back of the fence, and we just let the moonflowers grow up on the trellises along with the wooden fence. They look so pretty. Here is the hole I've dug for the hydrangea bush. It looks like I have it a good size, and I'm putting it right in. Got it out of the pot, and now I'm just going to put the soil back to cover it. And then I just am going to water it. There was a little bit of peat moss left in the original bucket, so I thought, well, that's going to be good for it. And I'll put that back into the soil as well. And now, as I'm watering it, hopefully those roots will get stimulated in the next few days. But let's take a look at what it looks like now after the watering. It looks like some pretty colors are coming out, so I can't wait to see over this season how this plant or bush transforms. All right, I have more planting to do. So these are geraniums. I took pieces of them from plants that I had last year, and I really liked the colors. So I thought I would bring those in, not knowing if I could reproduce or find more of those colors. And I also grew some sunflowers from seeds this year, another experiment of mine. We'll see how they do. I don't know if they'll actually take or not, but I thought I'd give it a try. This is another raised flower bed that my husband built, and I'm going to put one of the geraniums in here. It'll have plenty of room to spread out. And since there is still space left and more petunias left, I'm going to get those used up. So those will go into some of the planters and flower beds. So I'm grabbing one batch to get ready to put on each side of the geranium. Sometimes it gets tricky to get those plants out of the little cells, and a lot of times I just rip open that cheap plastic so it doesn't damage the root system as much as trying to pull out the plants. All right, and it looks like I have both sides done, leaving plenty of growing space for the season. And here is yet another raised flower bed that my husband made. So I'm going to put a couple geraniums here. This is on the side of the house, but is visible from the front. And I'm also going to add a couple of the petunias. This is just showing that I've got the petunias planted, a lot of them, along with the daisies I grew from seeds, the hydrangea bush. And now it's time to get my teacup planter filled with soil. I'm stealing some from the pumpkin patch. And I've started to put some petunias in there. Again, I'm leaving plenty of space because we know as the season continues, the flowers really do spread out. Get that watered a little bit. And here is one final pot, and I have one little geranium left. So I am going to put that in this pot. It's at the front of the house, front corner, and I have space to add a couple of those petunias that are left. All right, and there it is, sitting on my nice little bench at the front of the house. Some final touches. I am setting up the stand for my little chime set here. This was given to me many, many years ago by my stepdaughter, and I still have it. I love it. It's so cute. It looks like a birdhouse and has little chimes hanging from the bottom. It's right next to one of the flower beds that's near the pond. It's undergone a lot of repair over the years, but I still enjoy it. And this was a gift given to me around Christmas time, so it's my first time using it. It is a little water holder, not exactly a fountain, of a seahorse. And if you know my Cowfish Pro channel, I have seahorses featured there. I raise seahorses. I thought I would put it in the garden near the bird feeder. I don't know if I'm going to keep it there. I don't know if I like it. I am going to move the bench and get that complete garden feel, that comfort right underneath the weeping white birch. And then finally, finishing out the day with hanging up my chimes that one of my sons and his wife got me for my birthday. I just love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the garden and greenhouse and pond setup. I hope you'll join me next time. Take care.